Welcome home, sweetheart. How was your eyes are red. And so is your nose. You look like you've been crying. Did something happen at work that's made you upset? Nothing bad happened? I'm glad to hear there wasn't a work catastrophe. That still doesn't explain why you look like you've had a rough day. You do know that if anything's bothering you, you can always come to me, right? Whatever it is, I'll listen and help you through it. I promise. Gesundheit. Here, let me grab you a tissue. You're welcome. Wait a minute. It's your allergies, isn't it? They're acting up today. Why didn't you just say that from the beginning? It is a big deal. Allergies are nothing to downplay. I can tell you're struggling, even though you're putting on a brave face. This time of year is always difficult for you, but you seem more affected than usual. Did you spend a lot of time outside today? You're out there most of the morning and afternoon. I'm so sorry. That must have been really exhausting and uncomfortable. Come here. You're home now, so you're safe from all those nasty, harmful things outside. I'm here, sweetheart. I'm right here, and I'll take care of you. You don't have to thank me. I'm always happy to take care of you. Now, for the first order of business. Let's get you out of those work clothes. Oh, stop smirking at me. I didn't mean it like that. You have such a dirty mind. You're right. I do love it. But that's beside the point. Aw, don't pout. We'll have plenty of time for that later. Right now, I have to make sure you're not going to die from your allergies. You can give me your bedroom eyes all you want, but I'm still not going to change my mind. Let's get you feeling better, and then you can have your wicked way with me, okay? Good. As I was saying, you should remove your clothes because they probably have a lot of allergens on them. Yeah, you could put your pajamas on, but how about I draw you a bath first? That way you can stretch out and relax for a while. After the day you've had, it sounds like you could use something to loosen and soothe your muscles. I'd love to join you, but I have to run out and get a few items. You want to know what we could possibly need? Well, we're going to need more tissues since we're down to our last box. Also, I noticed you finished your bottle of eye drops last night, so I'll replace that with a new one. Speaking of things that you've been doing at night, you've been drinking more of your ginger tea. At first, I wasn't sure why, but now that I think about it, the tea probably helps to alleviate some of your symptoms. At least enough for you to sleep. I'll stock up on that as well. And to be completely honest, I'm not sure how effective your current allergy med is. It hardly seems like it's touching your allergies. I know how annoying it can be to change meds, but it might be time to try something new. I'll pick up a couple of options so you can see which one works for you. What's with the look? No, you're definitely giving me a look. I can't decipher it. You have this adorable little smile on your lips, but your eyebrows are furrowed. It's like you're trying to figure something out. What was it I said? Did any of it weird you out? No. Then what is it? What's going on in that beautiful head of yours? You're surprised that anyone would care enough to pay attention to the little things about you? I do care. Very much so. As your partner, I'm supposed to know you. And that means learning and understanding your likes, dislikes, and the subtleties in your behavior. And your quirks. Thank you for saying that. But I'm the lucky one here. Give me a couple of minutes and I'll have that bath ready for you. Sweetheart, you can come in now. You just had to wear your silk robe, didn't you? You know what that does to me. Exactly. You're making it very difficult for me to concentrate. Yes, really. And stop biting your lip like that. Your seduction tactics aren't going to work on me. Not this time. Oh, on the contrary, I find you extremely attractive right now, even with your sniffly nose and bloodshot eyes. I'm not joking. You're always gorgeous. Of course I mean it. We're getting off topic again. You're here for a reason, and that is to take a nice, long soak. I just tested the temperature of the water, so it should still be hot. If you're not too congested, you should notice the scent in the water. It's from your favorite bubble bath, the lavender and mint one. And in case you'd like to do something whilst you're relaxing, I left the novel you're currently reading on the bathroom counter, along with a mug of your ginger tea and a plate of those shortbread cookies you like so much. But certainly, not least, I lit candles to add to the overall ambiance. I'm glad you think it looks like paradise in here. Hopefully it feels that way too. I'm perfectly aware that I could join you and find out if this really feels like paradise. But I should get going. Don't worry, I won't be gone for too long. Yeah, I can handle dinner tonight. You didn't even have to ask. I was planning on it anyway. Would you like me to cook something, or would you like to order takeout? You'd like soup from the bistro around the corner? Yeah, I can stop by after I visit the store. It's no problem at all. Yes, I know which soup to order. You also want the French baguette rather than the oyster crackers. Like I said, I know you. Your food preferences were one of the first things I learned about you, actually. Now, enjoy your bath. I'll see you soon. Hey, sweetheart. What are you doing out here in the living room? I thought you'd be in the bathtub a while longer. Okay, that is a valid excuse to leave. I don't like it when my skin starts to prune either. Oh, these? I might have gotten a little carried away when I said I was at the store. In my defense, I wanted to make sure you had everything you could possibly want or need. Yes, it was absolutely necessary to buy the entire stock of tissues. Wasn't like they had that many anyway. It was just a few dozen. Come on, 48 boxes isn't that bad. Alright, fine. It is a bit much. The cashier was having a field day though. He kept laughing at me, saying this was like the great toilet paper hoarding of 2020. Oh, stop laughing! I only did what I thought was best. Yes, I know I'm ridiculous. Hey, you asked me out first, and you're still dating me 3 years later, so who's the ridiculous one here? Still me. That's what I thought you'd say. How are you feeling? Did the bath help? Good. I'm glad. You do look much more at ease than when you first arrived at home. Your eyes are still red though. Are they itchy at all? A bit? Now is probably a good time for you to put some eye drops in. I purchased the same brand that you normally use. Here it is. You look like you're about to ask me something, but you're hesitating. What is it, sweetheart? You'd like me to help you with the eye drops? Sure, I can do that. Just let me put away these items first, and then I'll give you my undivided attention. Which spot is more comfortable for you to do this? The couch or the bedroom? The couch? That works. Oh, and I have your soup too. Would you like that after the eye drops or later tonight? Later it is then. I'll keep it in the fridge for now. Everything is all set and I'm ready to... Gesundheit. Here's another tissue. You are not a gross mess. I told you, you're always beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful. Even when you're sneezing up a storm and blowing your nose. Only you could make any of that even remotely cute. Do you feel okay enough to lie down so I can put the drops in? Good. Here, place your head in my lap. There you go. Are you comfortable? Good. On the count of 3, I'll place 2 drops in the right eye, okay? 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. I know it stings. It'll be over soon, I promise. Take a deep breath for me. Are you alright? Good. Are you ready for the other eye? Okay. I'll count to 3 again. 1, 2, 3. You did a good job with that one. You hardly reacted at all. Can you open your eyes so that I can see if the redness has improved? Huh. They're looking much better now. Do they still itch? No. That's good. I'm relieved to hear that. Mm-hmm. Sure, you can close your eyes. Relax, sweetheart. We can stay here for as long as you'd like to. There's nowhere else I need to be, nor is there anything else I have to do. This time is all yours. You like the sound of that? Mm-hmm. Me too. Would it be alright if I ran my fingers through your hair? It's comforting for me, and I think it is for you too. Thank you. How does that feel? Like you're on cloud 9. That is a big compliment. Your hair is so soft and silky. I can't get over how amazing it feels between my fingers. Yes, that's why I make up every excuse to touch it. I especially love it when you first wake up and roll over. You always have a strand of hair that falls across your forehead, and I tuck it behind your ear each morning. That is a part of our morning routine. You're right. Well, that, and the ton of kisses that follow it. I love every part of our routine, sweetheart. Even the part where you throw me out of bed because I've made us late for work. Again. Speaking of things we usually do every day, tell me about your day. How was work? Wait, that's why you were outdoors for so long? Your boss thought it was a great day for team building, so you had to travel by foot to complete a scavenger hunt around town? Wow. And I thought my workplace was strange. The last time we tried team building, someone got punched. And that was a whole HR nightmare. Do you remember the escape room incident last fall? Yeah, that's the one. We're still dealing with the repercussions from that. Anyways, did you have fun doing the scavenger hunt at least? That's good. It sounds like your sneezing and itchy eyes weren't completely in vain. Still, I'm sorry your allergies made things more difficult today. Hopefully, switching to a new med will help. There are 2 kinds that you haven't tried yet, so I bought both. They're in the medicine cabinet now. What do you mean you'll really get a chance to put the new med to the test? Will you be outside for another extended period of time? You have a team building exercise on Friday. What is it this time? Kickball. Really? Okay, your company takes the cake for being the weirdest. Although, if I'm being honest, it's probably the most enjoyable as well. Oh, the game is open to the employee spouses and partners? Do you mean as spectators or players? I see. They're allowed to be players. That's pretty cool. You know, you're doing that thing where you try to be coy, but I can see right through it. This is your way of asking if I'll play, isn't it? I'd love to. But wait. If this is a team building exercise, then wouldn't you be with your co-workers? That would mean all the spouses and partners would be on the same team. So we'd be competing against each other. No, I'm not scared. Far from it. You're the one who should be afraid. I'm gonna destroy you at kickball, just you wait. Wanna bet on it? Yeah? If that's what you want, then I'd be stupid to refuse. And what do I get if I win? I'll definitely agree to those terms. You're starting to look sleepy. Today's taken a toll on you, so you're probably ready for a well-deserved nap. We'll come back to this conversation, alright? For now, just rest. I've got you. I'm sure. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Sleep well, sweetheart. I love you.